Hello everyone. So in this video, we'll speak about the design principles that we have to keep in our mind when we actually design a website for a mobile display. Okay. So when you actually publish a website, automatically you can access your website either in mobile or PC. So it will get published in both, right? So when you design your website, you have to keep in your mind that that website will be visible in the other display devices as well. Okay, so you have to customize your content display according to the mobile display as well. Okay, so when it comes for mobile publication, accessing a website in mobile, there are three different things that the website developer will do. Either that could be published as a separate website. Okay, so for that it will have the top level domain name as .mobi. Okay, so that is one way, and another one is publishing it inside the same domain, inside the current domain, but with the different page, different project. Okay, and then the third one is making the same page as a responsive to display devices. It's kind of called responsive web design techniques. Okay, so configuring the current website for both PC device and mobile device. So doing that is called responsive web design. Okay, so more affordable and more easy way is selecting the third one, the responsive web design. That means customizing your design so that it will get displayed in different way for PC and mobile. Okay, so that we can do. So we will learn those kind of stuff. So we are going to learn how to design your CSS so that it will get displayed differently for PC and mobile. Okay, so that is responsive web design technique. So if you have never noticed this, the other websites, most of the websites will follow this responsive web design techniques, but few websites will have this one, .mobi or separate domain. Even if you have noticed the White House website, that has a separate Mobi website, separate mobile website. Okay, but most of the websites will have the same domain and same publication, but with different coding with CSS. So when you actually work on designing or customizing our website according to the mobile display, we have to keep these things in our mind. So the first thing, obviously, the screen size is going to be very small, so that we have to keep that in your mind. So how it will get displayed if the content is going to display to a small content. So that is the first criteria that we have to think about. And the another one is network connectivity is slower in mobile. So comparatively, comparing with the PC, the mobile internet connection is kind of slower. So we have to keep that also in our mind. And in PC, that we have discussed that the multi-column layout will make it more easy for reading, because the wider the content is, it will be boring to read. But when it comes to mobile design, we cannot, this kind of like mobile design would prefer only the single column layout. The same reason the width is very low. So if you have it in 2 column, then it will be hard to read. Okay, so that's why in mobile, when it comes to mobile design, we have to prefer single column layout. And then limited font support. So comparatively, I'm not sure whether you have noticed, some of the fonts will not get displayed, will not get along with the OS, the process OS of the mobile. So there is a limited font support when it comes to the mobile display. So always go for the commonly used browser, so that it will be easy for us to manage them both PC and mobile website design. And then maximize the contrast to make it more easily readable. And then always optimize the images. That means avoid showing big display images, and avoid the images that is going to convey the important information. Okay, so even if it needs to do that, give the accessibility criteria like text, all those stuff. Okay, so and also avoid displaying non-essential content in the front page or in important pages. Try to avoid displaying the non-essential content. Okay, So always keep it in your mind that the mobile processor and memory is very low compared to PC processor and memory. So you have to always consider these limitations in your mind when you actually work on the designs of mobiles as a website for mobile friendly display. Okay, and also the very important stuff that you have to consider when it comes to the navigation is always go for single column navigation as shown in the figure. Okay, so normally in PC display we can either select horizontal. We have discussed about different navigation type, right? Vertical navigation, horizontal navigation, navigation bar, those kind of stuff. But when it comes to mobile display device, always this single column layout with this clear visibility is really important. Okay, so that is those are the few checklists that we have to consider when it comes for mobile display device. Okay, so the responsive web design is a very important criteria. That means by instead of using a separate domain, separate hosting, just changing the CSS by using media query, changing the CSS and using the same design, same coding for all website is called responsive web design technique. Okay, so see you in the next video.